Hey there, smart garden family. Welcome back to the channel where we transform tiny spaces into productive food-growing paradises. If you've clicked on this video, you're probably tired of lackluster pepper harvests from your containers, watching your plants struggle while your gardening friends with in-ground beds show off their abundant yields. Well, I'm here to tell you those days are over. Today we're diving into a complete masterclass that combines two game-changing techniques: biochar soil amendment and invisible pruning. These aren't just trendy gardening buzzwords, they're scientifically backed methods that will revolutionize how your pepper plants perform in containers. Whether you're working with a tiny apartment balcony or a modest patio, you're about to discover how to coax an absolutely stunning harvest from every single plant. The journey of invisible pruning begins when your pepper seedling develops its second set of true leaves. At this early stage, you'll perform what's called topping by pinching or cutting the main stem just above these leaves. This single cut sends a hormonal signal throughout the plant that triggers lateral branching, essentially transforming your pepper from a single-stem plant into a multi-branched bush. As your pepper plant matures and begins setting flowers, you'll notice small shoots emerging from the junction between leaves and the main stem. These are called suckers. In the lower portion of the plant, below the first flower cluster, these suckers are energy thieves that contribute little to fruit production, while drawing resources away from developing peppers. Removing them is simple. Just pinch them off when they're small and tender. However, here's where invisible pruning differs from aggressive pruning. You're not removing every sucker on the plant. Those in the upper canopy can actually develop into productive fruiting branches. Throughout the growing season, any leaves touching the soil surface should be removed immediately as they're prime entry points for soil-borne diseases and pests. Additionally, the interior of the plant can become congested with overlapping leaves that shade each other, reducing overall photosynthetic efficiency. By selectively removing these interior leaves, you create better airflow that reduces humidity-related diseases while allowing light to penetrate deeper into the canopy. Container selection is far more critical than most gardeners realize. For compact varieties like jalapenos or Thai chilies, a 5-gallon container provides adequate root space, but for larger varieties like bell peppers or poblanos, you'll want 7 or even 10-gallon containers. Fabric grow bags are my personal favorite for balcony peppers because they provide superior aeration through the sides, essentially air pruning roots and encouraging a more fibrous, efficient root system throughout the entire container. Companion planting in containers requires a different mindset than in-ground gardens. Planting basil around the base of your pepper containers helps deter common pepper pests like aphids and spider mites with its aromatic oils, while efficiently using the space that would otherwise be empty soil surface. Marigolds placed strategically around your pepper collection create a natural pest barrier, particularly against whiteflies. For pollination support, especially if your balcony doesn't receive heavy bee traffic, consider adding a small pot of alyssum or other pollinator-attracting flowers nearby. Watering container peppers is perhaps the most misunderstood aspect of balcony gardening. The finger test is your best friend. Stick your finger 2 inches deep into the soil, and if it feels dry at that depth, it's time to water. When you do water, water deeply until you see it flowing from the drainage holes. As for nutrients, peppers in containers need regular feeding. A balanced organic fertilizer applied every 2 weeks during active growth, supplemented with periodic fish emulsion or compost tea, provides the steady nutrition peppers crave. Once you've experienced the benefits of biochar in your initial container mix, you can really maximize its potential through some strategic ongoing applications. Top dressing with a thin layer of charged biochar, say midway through the growing season, provides a boost right when your plants are entering their peak production phase. Biochar tea is another advanced technique that honestly delivers some pretty impressive results. Just take a handful of charged biochar and steep it in a gallon of water along with a cup of finished compost for about 24 hours, stirring occasionally. Applied as a soil drench every 3 to 4 weeks, biochar tea helps maintain robust populations of beneficial soil life in your containers. This is especially important in the confined environment where natural microbial recruitment from surrounding soil doesn't really happen. When troubleshooting common container pepper problems, biochar often provides elegant solutions. The microbial activity supported by biochar helps unlock bound nutrients in the soil, making them available to your plants. Environmental stress from inconsistent watering is dramatically reduced by biochar's water buffering capacity. Plants in biochar-amended soil just handle drought and moisture fluctuations better. There's truly nothing quite like the satisfaction of harvesting armloads of perfect peppers from your balcony containers, knowing that your combination of biochar soil amendment and invisible pruning made this abundance possible. As your peppers reach their peak ripeness, go ahead and harvest them regularly. This signals the plant to keep producing. Use clean, sharp scissors or pruners to cut peppers from the plant rather than pulling, which can actually damage the branches. With an abundant harvest comes the delightful challenge of preservation. Quick pickling is perhaps the easiest method. Just slice your peppers, pack them into sterilized jars with garlic and spices, cover with a hot vinegar brine, and refrigerate. For longer-term storage, freezing is remarkably simple. Peppers freeze well without the need for blanching. Simply wash, dry, slice or chop as desired, spread them on a baking sheet to freeze individually, then transfer to freezer bags. Dehydrating peppers creates concentrated flavor bombs that can be ground into custom spice blends or rehydrated for cooking. The techniques you've mastered with your container peppers aren't limited to this single crop. The principles of biochar amendment apply beautifully to tomatoes, eggplants, cucumbers, and pretty much any fruiting vegetable you want to grow in containers. Invisible pruning techniques translate directly to tomatoes and can be adapted for cucumber management in vertical growing systems. So there you have it, Smart Garden Family, your complete masterclass in maximizing pepper yields through the powerful combination of biochar and invisible pruning. If this guide has inspired you or taught you something new, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our weekly gardening deep dives. Share this video with your fellow urban gardeners and balcony growers who are ready to level up their container game. Drop a comment below and let me know what variety of peppers you're most excited to grow using these techniques. Until next time, keep growing smart, keep growing sustainably, and remember, small spaces can produce big harvests when you work with nature's wisdom. Happy growing!